Hi, I'm Mike Waite, and I'm pleased this year to be cooking in my 10th year for Men Who Cook. And today I'm here to show you how to make really a very simple recipe called lobster mac and cheese. And I chose this recipe because it's my 10th year and let's live a little big and have a little lobster that night. So here we go. Basically what we have here is I melted about half a stick of butter and put a quarter cup of flour in. I'm making a roux. 4 cups of milk. And you can use skim, whole, whatever your heart feels like it can handle. Now obviously with cheese in here, I'm not sure really whole or skim makes that much of a difference. And now you're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes over medium to high heat so that you get that flour roux to start to thicken the milk. So it's not like your box mac and cheese. So I'll add about half this. Make sure the heat's off. Nice Italian. So 2 cups of fontina. Then this is mascarpone. So we'll add this. You add a cup of that, and goes in here. Low-cal. Probably one of these seafood recipes that you can say, I'm not so sure the seafood is always the best for you, but once in a while you have to have some fun. So I cooked lobster tails that are going to go in here later. This is some of the broth from the lobster tails. And you put about 3 tablespoons of this in. I'm taking a little bit of right about there. Instead of using Tabasco this time though, I'm going to add a little more zip to this and use what's called sriracha. 1 teaspoon of Tabasco, they say, I'm putting in about the same with sriracha. 2 tablespoons of brandy. Oops, if you go a little bit over in Wisconsin, that never hurts you. And I use a microplane to do this. I just kind of grate this out over, and they say it calls for about a 1/4 teaspoon. Again, it's kind of hard to just go for a general flavor in here. You don't want to overpower this with nutmeg, but you want to give it a little bit of that flavor. See how that gets thick. Nice cheesy goodness. Then you take the pasta, pour it into the sauce. And then very simply stir that to incorporate pasta and the sauce all together. Lobster tails. These were lobster tails that I boiled previously, actually steamed them. Cut them up into about 1-inch chunks. And then I'm going to take about half of my lobster. Oops. And go on the floor. Put that in to incorporate that. And again, I'm going to take about half of my scallions and roughly half of my chives. Incorporate those in. Take that and transfer this to the baking dish. So now you can see you have a nice cheesy gooiness for your lobster mac and cheese. But we're not done yet. Because of course you have to have cheese on top, right? Fontina, when it's warm, gets a little sticky. So sometimes it's a little hard to get that perfect, but you know what? We're not trying to achieve perfection, we're trying to achieve goodness. And then this is Vermont white cheddar. And we'll sprinkle that over the top. About a cup of white cheddar that goes on top. My remaining lobster, put that just in various places on top. So that way, you know, as you're biting through all the mac and cheese, not only are you getting lobster down into the mixture, you're also kind of giving it on top. I kind of poke it down in here a little bit. The other remaining half of my scallions, to give it some color on the top. And then my chives. We have an oven down here, set at 375 degrees. Put it in for 30 minutes. It should come out beautiful golden brown. There we go. 30 minutes. You can see this is about almost done. So now I'm just going to sprinkle some panko breadcrumbs over the top of this, so it gives it a little texture. And these will also brown. You can see how the cheese is bubbling. broiler just to give it a little bit of browning. Pull it out. You'll want to let this rest for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, so it cools down and everything kind of comes together. Use a spoon, put a nice portion out there. Nice, like, leafy green salad with Italian vinaigrette. Nice glass of Sauvignon Blanc, and you're going to have a wonderful meal.